everybody, good morning. Welcome to yoga. My name is Mincy. Today we're going to start seated. So if you want to go ahead and sit right down, please go ahead and do so. This is a gentle yoga class. So as always, do what you can. If you find that there are any postures that we get into today that don't feel good for you, that are painful in any sort of way, please feel free to back out of those postures or simply modify listening for the cues that I give you as we go through class. So always listening to our body, listening to our joints, our muscles, and our brain. So let's go ahead and start in the seated position here with the legs crisscrossed in front. We're going to take our hands up to our thighs today and let our palms open to the sky. Please go ahead and close your eyes. And let's start with our breath. Taking a big, slow, deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And exhale it out nice and slow. If you're here in Georgia with me, we've got some bright sunshine out there today. So I want you to imagine that you're breathing in that warm, bright energy of that sun. Inhale, feel your whole core of your body expand and open. And exhale and let it go. As we go through class today, I'm going to remind you of your breath often. The breath is super important. We always want to make sure we're taking those deep breaths in and out and never holding our breath through any posture. If today you ever find that you have to hold your breath in a certain posture, it's probably because you're stretching too far for yourself. So kind of use your breath as a guide, making sure that you can always maintain that slow inhale and exhale. I want you to go ahead and see if you can lift your chest a little bit more and feel your back elongate as you reach the crown of your head towards the sky. So today's class, we're starting here on the floor, of course, and then we'll slowly transition to our standing postures. We got a good combination, two different sequences, and then we will finish back on the floor. On an inhale, I want you to open up your eyes and reach your arms up to the sky, lengthening through our fingertips, reaching tall, sitting up out of the sits bones. Then exhale those arms down, and I want you to roll those shoulders back 2 times. Big circle back and down. Good, let's do that again. Nice deep breath. Inhale, those arms go up to the sky. We exhale those arms all the way down, and we roll those shoulders back. Good, now let's draw our right ear over to our right shoulder. Tuck that chin down to the chest and roll it to the left shoulder. Tuck that chin down to the chest, deep breath. Inhale, scoop those arms up. Exhale, lower those arms down. 2 shoulder circles back down and around. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Draw that chin as a slow semicircle all the way over to the other side. Chin comes back to the chest. Let's add on. Deep breath. Inhale, scoop those arms to the sky. Interlace the fingers at the top now and round the spine forward, peeling your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, reach those arms to the sky. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lower the arms down, circle those shoulders twice. Right ear drops to the right shoulder. Take that chin down to the chest and over to the left side, down to the chest, and head to center. Last time through. Nice deep breath. Inhale those arms up. Interlace the fingers, pull tall, then round forward, pulling your belly button up and in. Inhale, reaching tall. Pull your elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, feeling the back engage. Lower the elbows, then shake those shoulders out 2 times. Left ear drops to the left shoulder. Draw that chin down to the chest and over to the right, down to the chest, and all the way up to center. Well done. Let's take our right leg and hold it in, and then take your left leg and press it out to the side. Good, we're gonna take a deep breath. Inhale those arms up to the sky. And I want you to turn towards that left leg and fold over it, just gently. We're just warming up. Then round the spine and come up. And again, deep breath. Inhale, we're gonna do this 3 times. Exhale, round over and roll. We're not holding it static yet because we're warming up. We'll hold these static later on in class when we're all good and warm. And roll it up. Good, now rotate to your right. Look over the right shoulder, gently pressing against the left thigh. And then rotate to the left, pressing against the outside of the left leg. Good, again, rotate to the right. And rotate to the left. And then come center, cross the leg back in front. Left arm drops. Let's reach our right arm overhead. And then give me a sun circle seated. So we're going to roll forward and around, sweeping that arm open. And let's do the other side. Take it forward, sweep it around. That feels so good. We're going to do it once more each way. Sweep it around, open it up, feel that stretch through your lats, through the side of your torso. Sweep it around, and then open it up. And let's do the other side, taking our right leg out to the side, left leg in. 3 folds, inhale those arms up. Exhale, reach out, lengthen your back. Tuck the chin, round through your spine, come up. And again, deep breath, inhale, so nice and tall. Exhale, fold, tuck the chin and round. One more time, deep breath, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and round. Great, rotate into your left leg, looking over that left shoulder. And then rotate into the right leg, looking over the right shoulder. One more each way, rotate left, lifting from the rib cage, and rotate right. Well done. Bring that leg back now in front, and let's drop to our right side first this time, looking up, sun circle, around and over to the left side, look up, and again, one more each way, rotate, look up, and look up, and then roll it all the way up. Nice job, guys. Let's come up to our hands and knees. So we're going to take those legs and swing them around. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can view it better. We're going to spread our fingers nice and wide and let the tops of your feet rest on the ground. On an inhale, we'll take an arch that spine and look forward. On an exhale, soften and round the spine, taking our chin into our chest. Again, inhale, lengthen, open the heart to the front, little arch in that lower back. Then exhale, push that back up, pull the abs in, open. 2 more sets. Nice inhale, lengthen, and a slow exhale as you round. One more time. Nice deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Great job. Let's go ahead and sit back in child's pose for a moment, stretching your hands forward and your hips back. Now remember, anytime today, if you need a little break, you can always come back to this position, staying here at any point if you need to. If you need a little breather, focus on your breath, sliding those hips back. We're going to go into a downward facing dog coming up next. If being upside down is not good for you, you're just going to go back into a cat stretch, okay? So I want you to tuck those toes under, lift your knees if you can, and then soften your knees here because we're warming up. We want to get our back nice and straight, and then as we get warm, we'll start to straighten those legs out and press those heels down. So from down dog now, I want you to bend your knees and hover. So if you're in cat, come back to cow. Then press back up to dog, pushing the tail up to the sky. Again, come down, hover, knees don't touch the floor, they stop just shy. Exhale, press back. One more time, can we do it? Hover, and press back. Good, now drop those knees all the way down, tops of the feet flat once again, finding child's pose one more time. We're going to do a little yoga flow next to further warm up the upper body and the core. So I should come forward into a plank pose. I'm going to show the option on the knees first. Elbows tucked in. Look down. You should see the insides of your elbows. Keeping the abs in, slowly lower to the ground. Shift your hands back just a hair, keeping the elbows in. And then lift to the chest, extending the top of the head out and away into a very, very small cobra pose. Good. Drop the chest, push the weight up. Exhale, press back. Now, if you're somebody that has trouble pushing your weight off the floor, you don't have to lower all the way down. You can just stay in the plank pose until we finish the cobra section, and then you can come right back here with me. All right? So let's inhale, come to plank. So right here, you can stay if you needed to. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lifting a little higher if you can. Lowering down, then push your weight up, press back. Now, if you want to make this harder, you certainly can come up to your toes if you'd like. I'll show that version next for those of you that need the visual. Inhale, come to plank. Feel free to stay there. If you wish, rise up to your toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet flat. We extend the spine. Drop the knees, everyone push back into child's pose. Can we do it twice more? Either option. Now you've got like 3 or 4 choices, so you pick. Inhale, come to plank. Stay there if you need to. Exhale, chaturanga, lower. Inhale, cobra, or that upward facing dog pose I showed you just a minute ago. Exhale, push back into child's pose. Extending the arms, getting your weight off your wrists. Last time, please. Deep breath. Inhale into plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, lower. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog, shoulders down. Exhale, push back into child's pose. All right, my friends, let's come back to down dog and get up to our feet. So let's tuck those toes under, lift your hips, drop the head between the arms, and then soften those knees, look forward, and see if you can step up. And if you don't get up on the first try, take 2 steps or walk your hands back a little if you need to. Shake your head up and down, side to side, so yes and no. Relax your shoulders. Shake your wrists out. Good. Then on an inhale, put your hands on your shins or on your thighs and push the crown of your head forward. So we create a flat back here, like the top of a table. Taking that tailbone back, opening the heart, and reaching the crown of the head forward. Then we slowly exhale, drawing our nose back towards our knees. Bending our knees, we take a deep breath. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And as you reach up, I want you to push the hips slightly forward, giving us a very gentle back bend. And then exhale to a neutral position. Arms come down. Good. Again, nice deep breath. Inhale, extend those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Dive out over your legs, bringing your nose towards your knees. Inhale, come into a half lift, extending the spine, looking forward. Exhale, release it. Chin comes back in. Bending those knees, take a deep breath, reach to the sky. I'm going to face you now because we're going to add on. Exhale, close those arms to the side. Let's take our right hand, leave it on our right hip, and reach our left arm up and over for side bend or blown palm with just one arm though. So side bend here, pushing up, releasing it down. Let's try the other side, reaching up, pushing the hip to the side as we lengthen it, and see if you can look up if that doesn't bother your neck. And then come to center and let's put it together. Nice deep breath. Inhale up, arms go to the sky. Exhale, swan dive out of your legs, drawing your nose towards your knees. Inhale, come up halfway, elongating our backs. And exhaling, folding, and really feeling the length of your hamstrings in your back. Bending the knees, take a deep breath. Inhale, those arms go up. Now from here, drop the right hand, reach the left arm up. And if you need to, look down. If you can, look up. Cartwheel those arms over to the other side immediately and reach. And then reach up to the sky. And lower those arms down. And let's add those shoulder circles that we did in the warm-up at the very beginning of class. Lowering them down, take a deep breath, inhale. All together, exhale, fold out over your legs. Really pull in, feel that stretch. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reaching the crown of the head out. Exhale, fold it back over. Inhale, bend the knees and rise, reaching high to the sky. Right arm drops, left arm extends up and over. And immediately go to the other side. And release the arms down, shoulder circles back twice. Good, and then we'll drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Draw it forward, over to the left side. Draw it down, and come to center. Last time through, deep breath, inhale up. Exhale, fold out over your legs, drawing your nose in towards your knees. Inhale, come up halfway, extend the spine. Exhale, return back down towards the floor. Inhale, bend the knees and rise, reaching high to the sky. Left arm drops this time. Right arm extends, look up if you can. And switch sides. Come to center, shoulder circles back twice, roll it back, left ear drops to the shoulder, draw that chin forward, all the way to the right side, chin comes back down to the chest, and then head comes to center. Well done, everybody. Shake those shoulders out. Let's move on. Don't forget that, though. We'll probably come back to that at some point. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see better. What I want you to do is from this front position, step your left foot back, please. Left foot goes back. So we're in a warrior one position. Your hips face forward. Press your back heel down to the ground and bend your front knee for me, please. Getting as far apart with the legs as is comfortable for you. We draw this heel down so we feel that back calf elongate. Squeeze the left glute to open that left hip flexor, keeping the shoulders facing straight ahead. We're going to take those hands like stop signs right up here at our shoulders. And I want you to push a little further over that front leg. Feel the load in your right glute. And then like you grab a hold of something, I want you to pull it back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. But keep the bend in your front knee. So don't straighten that leg out. Keep that energy on that thigh. Again, hands up, press forward. Loading that front right thigh. Grab a hold of it, row back, squeeze the shoulder blades. One more time, palms at the chest. Press the energy out, feeling the load in that right leg. Grab a hold, row back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Extend your arms straight out to the side and open up the torso, turning that back foot sideways. Keep the bend in this front leg, and let's lower the hand or the elbow to the thigh. Reaching the left arm up to the sky and trying to open up that chest. Good, now I want you to straighten the front leg out and reach forward over your head. Feel that long stretch to the left side of your torso. Bend the knee, come back to right angle, reaching straight up. Breathe. Exhale, straighten the leg, reach forward and out. So good, let's do it one more time. Bend that right knee, reach straight up. See if you can open the torso a little further. Good, then straighten the leg and reach forward. Then inhale and pull all the way up. Rotate back to the front, bend your front right knee, and push off, finding balance on that right leg, lifting this left heel off the ground. Feel free to use the assistance of a chair or the wall if you're uncomfortable with balance work. Remember, balance work will get better only with practice, patience, and time. So we have to work on it. We're going to lift our left foot off the ground if we're able. Remember, if not, keep the toe down if you need to and just work baby steps here. Soften that front knee. For those of you that can go further, begin to hip hinge. Take your time finding the place where you feel challenged but safe. So if you start to feel out of control, walk yourself back up carefully. Good. Focus on one spot down out in front of you that you can concentrate on. And if you feel more safe and in control, you can always go lower. Nice deep breaths here. Imagine someone more pulling your leg back behind you, so straighten out that back leg. Reach out through the crown of your head. Nice deep breath. One more time. And then we'll rise up and bring our feet hip distance apart. I'm going to face you. Stay where you're at. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Chair pose. Let's bend those knees and sit back. Holding here. Chest up, slide those hands up a little higher if you can. If that bothers your back or your neck, bring them down a little bit. If you have any arthritis in your neck or any back issues, that might be better for you. Good. Can you sink a little lower? Finding those thighs. Feeling good right there, right? We're going to take one more breath here. Come on, hold on. Very nice. Reach up to the sky. Push the hips forward. Forward fold. Dive out over your legs. Now stay here for a moment. Shake your head out. Yes and no. Up and down and side to side. Relax those shoulders. Now bend the right knee and see if you could straighten that left leg a little bit more and feel that stretch of that left hamstring. And then switch. Bend the left knee and see if you can straighten out that right leg. A little bit deeper there through that hamstring. Fantastic. Bend both of your knees now. Walk your hands up to your thighs. Arch the back, look forward into cow. And then round the spine and come up nice and slow into cat. Roll those shoulders back. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Circle the head forward over to the left side. Drop that chin back down and lift up to center. Well done. Let's do the other side. I'm going to face the other way. This time we'll step our right foot back, please. Find the back. Set the heel down, but keep your hips facing forward, please. Bend your front left knee, feeling that length of that right leg, drawing all the way down from the hip to the heel. Squeezing your right glute forward towards that hip socket. Hands come up like stop signs. Do you have your left knee bent? Keep it bent, please, and loaded. Let's press a little bit deeper, reaching forward. Grab a hold of something imaginary that you can pull on, and then lift the chest and squeeze your shoulders back. Shoulder blades down and together. Palms up. Let's do it again. Powerful press forward. Push, push, push like you're pushing a Buick. Grab the hands, pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more time. Palms on the back bumper of that Buick. You ready? Push it, push it, push it, push it. Grab a hold of something, pull it back, squeeze the shoulder blades, then reach the arms out to the side. Revolve open, spinning your back foot sideways. Front knee stays bent, please. Draw the left hand or elbow to that thigh as we extend and reach our right arm to the sky. Really opening here through our rib cage. Good work. Now let's go ahead and straighten out the front leg and reach the top arm forward. Lengthening. And again, bend this knee, reach to the sky. Look up. If you can, if it bothers your neck, look forward or down. Straighten it out, reach forward. See if you can get a little more length in our torso. One more time, bend that knee, come up. Open up a little further if possible. And then straighten it out and reach. Excellent job. Inhale, push off the legs, sliding the hand up. Rotate the arms back to the front. Bend your front knee, push off, sliding that right leg in. Heel lifted, toes like kickstand for option 1. Soften your left knee, see if you can pick the foot up. And again, feel free to use a wall or a chair for assistance if needed. If not needed, go ahead and see if you can tip forward. However far forward you go, it's up to you, listening to your body. Make sure you're in control. It's okay to wobble. That's our balance being challenged. I wobble too, but you want to make sure that you still feel in control of that movement. So if you get out of control, come back up and reset. Nice deep breath. Again, feel the length of the leg drawing back and the crown of your head drawing forward, like your body is being stretched apart. One more breath, and then slowly ease on up, taking your feet hip distance apart at the top of your mat. Good, chest up, roll the shoulders back. Inhale those arms to the sky. Chair pose, let's bend those knees and work on strength here. That last posture is all about balance and strength. Combined with this one, you feel a really good amount of work in those legs this morning. Chest up tall, can you sink any lower? Can you reach those arms a little further out, but keep the shoulders down? Are your abs engaged? Pull and lift up through the rib cage. Can you get 1 more inch down? Ooh, is it warm in there? Inhale, reach up to the sky, look up, arching. Exhale, let's forward fold over this leg. Very nice. Shake your head out, yes and no. Up and down, side to side and all around, right? Then bend your left knee, straighten that right leg out, holding that. Let's add to this time. So once you keep the legs where they're at, left knee bent, right leg straight, keep your left hand wherever is comfortable for you. It can be on the floor, on your shin, on your thigh, wherever feels good. But now see if you can reach your right arm to the sky, opening up. Ooh, do you feel that in that piriformis too? That's right there under that glute and down the side of that right leg. Really push that hip out, keeping that right leg straight and rotating from our rib cage. Then bring it down, soften the head, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. First, starting with just that hamstring stretch. Again, hands don't have to be on the floor. You know, they can be on your shins. They can even be up on your thighs. You can even have your right elbow resting on that right thigh if you need it to be. Okay, so lots of choices there. Let's take and rotate now. Left arm goes to the sky, looking up, rotating from the rib cage, getting us a spinal twist here along with that stretch through the leg. Good, come back down. Soften both of your knees now. Walk your hands up to your thighs. Arch the back, look up, lift the head. Then exhale, roll yourself all the way up. And at the top, we roll those shoulders back. And then draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Take the chin down to the chest and around to the right side. And then down to the chest and up to center. Beautiful. Next combination. Please take a deep breath, reach up. I'm going to turn sideways again, just so you have better viewing. Exhale, fold out over your legs. And then this time we're going to step our left foot back, and we're going to actually set the knee on the ground. So drop your knee, and then I want you to release your feet. So unlock your toes, the top of your foot is flat. Now look down, we want our right knee over our ankle. So if it's not there, inchworm your foot a little further forward. Squeeze your back left glute so you feel this left hip flexor opening up. And if you don't feel the stretch here in this back leg, it just means that your leg is not far enough back. So inch that leg back a little further if you need to. Good, breathe here nice and deep. And then what I want you to do is take your right hand to your right leg, draw your abs in and see if you can reach your left arm up and come up, pushing the hip forward. And that should deepen that hip flexor stretch. Nice and long here, breathing in nice and deep. Good, then see if you can tip your head upward and look up, giving us a very gentle back bend here. Nice deep breath. Good, now look straight ahead, but take this left arm and reach it over your right side. So you're giving me a little side bend. Come back to neutral, release the hand back to the floor. Then let's take and push our hips back gently, lifting our right toes above the floor. Hands can be kickstanded or tent poled on the floor like this, or if that feels a little deep for you, balancing, come up to your thighs. What I want you to do here now, though, is feel as if you're pushing your heel a little bit stronger into the ground, like you're trying to make an imprint of your heel in sand. And when you push down through the heel, you'll notice that hamstring stretch a bit deeper. Now keep that imprint, but see if you can pull your toes back. Ooh, be careful with that. Go easy, because that's a deep calf stretch in your right leg. Nice deep breath. We're going to get off that knee here in a moment. Please walk it back forward so your foot's flat, knee over the ankle. And now lift your left knee up off the ground. Holding, press through your heel. So push the heel back and feel that hip flexor elongate. Good, then walk your hands to the inside of your left leg and pivot, turning your toes sideways. Drop the chin in if you can, shake the head out so you're in a wide forward fold. Then if you're able, I encourage you to walk your hands up to your lower back, interlacing the fingers and extending the arms up in chest expansion. If it bothers you to be upside down, just go ahead and come on up and do the chest expansion from a standing position instead. If you're folded like me, bring some of your weight forward to your toes, please, so that you're not just pressing back solely into those heels. Good, one more breath. Then we'll gently release the hands down to the lower back and to the floor. Prop yourself up halfway, lifting and elongating the neck so your head is now above the heart. Then soften the knees, walk your hands up to your thighs, and roll all the way up. Well done. Turn your right foot out so your feet look like a 9 o'clock position. Bend this right knee now. Reach the arms up and look out over that right hand, please. Finding our warrior 2 position. Opening our front right knee over our pinky toe. Nice deep breath here. Great job. Straighten out that front right leg. Shift your hips back, going into triangle pose. We reach forward over the right leg and lower that hand, extending our left arm to the sky. Open up through the left side of that rib cage. Just hold that triangle pose. Softening your eyes and just breathing. Inhale, push off, come up. Soften your front knee and then see if you can lift and step this left foot forward slightly. So it comes in about halfway. Arms stay open, soften the right leg, lift your left heel, balancing on your right foot. See if you can lift that left foot. Now this left foot is turned sideways. This is our modification of half moon pose right here. You may stay here. That's as far as you want to go. That's great. Stay there. For those of you that would actually like to get into half moon pose, you'll soften the knee, foot down, put your fingertips on the floor, and then lift that left leg up And if you can, look forward or even better, up. Left leg is turned out, ankle flexed. Remember your choices. Stay upright if that's better for you. Even go to the wall if you feel better. If you're in half moon, touch the toe back down, push off, and then let's all step our feet together. Ooh, good job. Take a deep breath, reach those arms up to the sky, pushing the hips forward. Exhale, swan dive out over your legs, bringing your nose into your knees, shake your head out. Inhale, lift up halfway, extend the spine, lengthening our back. Come on back down. Bend your right knee, left leg straight, hold. And then left knee bends, right leg straight and hold. Bend or soften both knees, rise up halfway, elongate the spine. And then exhale, round the back, come all the way up. Roll those shoulders back twice. Right ear to the right shoulder. Circle it forward and to the left. Circle it forward. And come to center. Very nice. Let's do the other side. I'm going to turn sideways. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive out over your legs. This time we'll step our right foot back, please. Right knee comes down. Top of the foot goes flat. Adjust your left foot a little further up if you need to, so that your left knee is bent over your ankle. Good. Squeeze your back right glute to open that right hip flexor. Then draw your left hand to your left thigh. Abdominal muscles engaged. If you can, slowly reach your right arm to the sky, pressing your thumb back along that ear. Hips press forward to open our psoas, right here, our iliopsoas, and our right hip flexor. Then if you can, tip your head up, giving yourself a very gentle back bend. Look back to the front, and then see if you can reach over to the left. And then come to neutral. Lower the hand back to the floor. Lift your back, push back into your back right leg, lifting your left toes. Fingertips tent pole down or up on your thighs. Lengthen the crown of the head and lift your tailbone back. Then try to press a little deeper into your left heel, feeling that stretch deepen in that left hamstring. Nice deep breath. See if you can pull your toes back, ease back. That's a deep stretch you'll feel in your calf. Well done. Press the foot back into the floor. And now this time we're going to curl our right toes under and lift the knee. Press through your heel. Feel the long line of that right leg extending out. Then left hand comes to the inside of the right leg, pivot your body sideways. So now we're in a wide fold. Drop your chin to your chest, shake your head out. Again, if being folded over is too much stress on your eyes or your head, if it doesn't feel good, roll yourself all the way up to a standing position with the feet wide. Then we'll all slide our hands up to our lower back, interlacing the fingers, and extend those arms up as far as you can into chest expansion. Finding your breath here, inhale and exhale through your nose. Bring some weight forward to your toes, please. We release our hands down to our back and slide them forward to our thighs. Bend the knees, come down into that half lift position. Arch, look forward. Then exhale and melt or roll all the way up. Ah, good job. Left foot turns out, so your feet now look like 3 o'clock position. Extend those arms up, one front, one back. Then bend our left knee as deep as we can, keeping the knee, of course, behind the toes. So if you find that you're in this position and your knee is protruding past your toes, you just need a bigger step out. So widen your stance if you can. And try to keep the knee open so that this knee isn't bowing inward. Pull it back so it's pressing out towards your pinky toe. Draw up through the rib cage, lifting your heart and sinking down through our shoulders as we reach out through our fingertips. Great job. Let's straighten out this left leg, shifting our hips backwards. And then let's reach our arms up to the sky. Right arm goes up, left arm comes down as we take and roll that rib cage back, opening up through that right shoulder. Feeling length through our fingers, softening through our eyes, and taking some deep breaths. Last breath, please. And then ease on up, slide up, draw the abs in, relax the arms down, push off, and then keep those arms back up. So option one, right heel lifted here, holding this position. Again, go near a wall or a chair if you need assistance. If you can, pick the right toes up. They are turned sideways with the ankle flexed. Both arms reaching out just like they were in our warrior two position. For those of you that want to try half moon, if you're feeling a little bit stronger today with your balance, take the toe back down, soften this front knee, bring that left hand to the floor, and then reach your right leg up, looking forward, or if you can, up. Extending the leg out, flexing the ankle here, lifting through the rib cage to rotate further open. For those of you in half moon, drop the toe down, rise up. Everyone set the toe down. Exhale those arms down, step the feet back up together. Shake those shoulders out. Let's put our hands on our hips and just do a couple hip circles, loosening up our back, and then hip circle the other way, please. Draw a nice circle here. Find your middle point, roll the shoulders back a few times. Are you ready to come to the floor? I think maybe yes. Let's take a deep breath, inhale those arms up. Then exhale, dive out over your legs, dropping your chin to your chest. From here, let's step back and find child's pose. Drop your knees down, tops of the feet flat. Oh, hello, old friend, right? We love child's pose. Sit back, take a couple of deep breaths here. We have a nice long stretching sequence here, but also core strengthening. Yes, that means we're going to do a plank or two. So again, do what you can, modify if you need to, and if at any point you need to just come back to this position, feel free, okay? Let's come up to all fours, please, and we're gonna go for down dog first, if you can. So, tuck those toes under, lift the knees, and press back. Now, I'm gonna show you an option in a minute, so down dog is not good for you. Don't worry, hang tight, I'll be right with you. Left leg extends up to the sky if you can. All right, and I want you to stay there. So if you're unable to do this down dog position, you're back on your knee and you're just extending this left leg back, okay? So now all of us with our leg back, I want you to pull the leg forward towards your left elbow. So I'm showing the modified version first, right? But if you're in down dog, now you're gonna press it back. So you pick either on the knee or in the down dog position. Everyone bring that left leg forward into that plank with the knee to the elbow and press up. Now bring the knee across the body. See if you can tuck it underneath you and bring it to the right elbow. It might not get that close, but it's okay. Just bring it in that direction. And then press back out or up. One more time. Now I want you to hold it into the chest. Spin your foot inward so your left foot turns to the right. Set the knee down. Walk your right foot back. Drop the knee. Walk your hands back. Sit tall in pigeon pose. Dropping those hips down, shoulders relaxed. Hips are square in this position, feeling that stretch to this outer glute and hip. This is a tough position for some of us to get into, so if you're one of those people, you're welcome to sit down on this left hip and bring the right leg back up so it's touching your left foot, and then reach out over your right knee, okay? But if you can, hold in this up position. Shoulders down, pressing down out through your tailbone. We're going to take one more breath here. And then we're all going to sit down on that left hip. Now, I'm going to face you because you're not going to be able to see if I do it from this way. So what you're doing is sitting down on that left hip and spinning your right leg around in front. And remember this position from a warm-up, right? With our left leg bent in, our right leg straight. Let's take a deep breath, inhale here. And then as we exhale, I want you to fold out over that straight leg. Reach whatever you can reach. So maybe you're grabbing your calf, your ankle, maybe you can touch your foot. If you have a yoga strap, a tie, or a towel, like so, you can also wrap that around the bottom of your foot and hold that instead if you like. That might feel better for some of you. But in either case, I want you to feel that length through your back, especially the left side of your back. And of course, your hamstring too. Take a few deep breaths here. Good, now roll up through the spine, and we're gonna take our left elbow to the floor. And we're gonna draw this right foot back so it's in line with our hip. Bend the knee, and if you can, reach back and grab the top of that foot, pressing the hip forward. And if you can't reach your foot, just bend that knee and try to squeeze that glute. Good. Now I want you to take and push up, pressing the knee on the floor, and then reach your left arm to the sky, mermaid pose. That you should feel through the left side of your torso. And release. Left leg, straighten it out in front of you. Right leg, cross it over the top of your left leg. Sitting up tall, left hand, grab a hold of the outside of that leg and give yourself a hug. Right hand in front of you. Inhale the arm up and see if you can circle it all the way back and down. Touch the floor, press into the floor, and then see if you can rotate just a little bit further. Reach that right arm up to the sky, rotate it back to the front, and then open this knee to the side. Place your hands behind you, lift the chest. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you can start to bend your left knee, lifting up tall. That gives us an outer thigh and glute stretch right here in that right leg. Great job. Release both feet to the floor, knees together, palms facing forward, lift the heart, tip yourself back into boat pose. Chest up nice and tall, shoulders relaxed down and back. My feet are on the ground, but if you want to make this more challenging, I invite you to bring your feet up so they are in line with your knees. Again, balancing on your glutes here by drawing those abs in so nice and tight. Nice deep breath here in through the nose and out. One more time. Good, then come up, take your hands over your head, stretch tall. Exhale, bring them around behind you. Press the palms into the ground and lift your heart here, feeling your chest open. Fantastic. Come back to neutral and let's flip it back to our knees, please. So swing those legs back around. First, let's go into child's pose, releasing our back, dropping our hips down towards our heels. Nice deep breath here. Great job. Come up to all fours. Feel free to stay there if down dog is not appropriate for you. If you can, come to down dog. And then either from the dog position or the cat position, reach the right leg up to the sky this time, or right leg out towards the wall if you're on your knees. Then bring that right knee in, everyone, towards your right elbow. Draw those abs in. Press that leg back out or up if you can. Bring that knee in again a second time. Remember, from the knee, it looks like this. Press out. Good, now bring that right knee in towards the left elbow. Bring it across your body. Look at it. Feel those abs contract. Bring it back out or up. And then this time, bring it square in. Then turn your toes inward towards the left side. Drop the knee down. Walk your left foot back. Slide it back. Drop the knee. Unlock the toes. Walk your hands back. Chest up. And if this bothers your knees, do you remember your option? Sit down on the hip. Bring the back knee to the right foot. And walk out over your right knee. That's a gentle version of pigeon. But if you can, up nice and high here, feeling the weight of your torso pressing down and out through your tail. Let's all sit down on that right hip now and swing the left leg out to the side, bringing your right foot in. Good. Sitting up nice and tall, please. Inhale those arms up. Look towards your left foot. Exhale, fold out over the foot. Grab whatever you can reach. Feel free to use your towel or strap if you have one. And just hold. Feeling the stretch down the right side of your back and, of course, into your hamstring and low back as well. Close your eyes if it feels good. Just take a couple of deep breaths. And then slowly we'll roll it up, straighten the spine out, chest forward, drop your right elbow to the floor, take your left foot so it's in line with your hip, then bend the knee, and if you can, reach for the top of the foot, pushing your hip forward, stretching through your quadricep and through your hip flexor. Also, if you really pull that left shoulder back and even look up, you'll get a little stretch through the left side of your chest and left shoulder. Beautiful. Walk it up, set that knee right down on the floor, right by the bottom of your right foot. Then reach your right arm over your head, grabbing from your left shin or calf, wherever you can reach. Good. Hand comes to the floor, right leg extends out, left leg comes in and crosses over the top of the right. Sit up as tall as you can, hug your knee in with your right arm. Left arm, big circle all the way back, feel the rotation through the rib cage, fingertips to the floor, push and see if you can rotate a tad bit further. Release that hand, rotate back to the front, please. Lower the hand down. Then open this left knee to the side with that left ankle on the thigh, hands behind you. And when and if you're ready, bend your right knee sitting tall. So try to lift up out of the tailbone and open that knee to the side for that piriformis and outer thigh glute stretch. Good. Uncross the feet, take the knees and the feet together. Sit up tall. Reach your hands forward, this time palms up. Tip yourself back until you find your abdominal muscles. Chest up, shoulders down for boat's pose. And then, of course, if you'd like to make this harder, lift your feet up off the ground. This time, feet come down, and I want you to interlace your hands under your legs, make a lock, and now round your spine and draw your chin to your chest, pulling against your legs, feel your back stretching and opening. Come up to a straight spine, roll the shoulders back, fingertips on the floor, lift your heart, lift your chest, so we're opening up those shoulders, arching the back slightly. And then we have come to the portion of class where we get to lay down, right? So let's go ahead and hands come forward, roll yourself down nice and slowly to your mat, head down. And then when you're ready, just go ahead and walk those knees in and bring them into your chest, giving yourself a nice hug here. And I want you to just pedal your feet like you're on a Stairmaster, side to side, loosening up our ankles. And then bring the feet to center and circle both feet around simultaneously to the right and then to the left. Fantastic. Take the feet down to the floor so that your feet are right underneath your knees. Palms flat to the floor, and then if you can, pick those hips up, pressing into a bridge position, squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings here, looking straight up to the sky. Some of you might feel like you can go a little further. If you're one of those people, you're welcome to tuck your shoulders underneath you and clasp your hands underneath you. For those of you that think you can go even further, you could slide your hands up to the sides of your glutes, palms on the glutes, fingertips wrap around the hips. So that really gets you up high. So if that doesn't feel good on your back or your shoulders, don't do it. Come back to where it feels good. Good, we're gonna take one more breath here. And then if your hands are on your hips, let them down. If your shoulders are tucked and your hands are clasped, release them, palms flat. Then we'll all roll down, one little vertebrae at a time. Well done. Bring those knees into the chest now, and let's shoot our arms out to the side with our palms facing the sky. Then very slowly windshield wiper your legs to the right side. Let them touch the floor, and then if you can, tip your head to the left. Please breathe. A nice, slow, deep breath. Now what I want you to do is keep the legs where they're at, but take this left arm off the floor, rolling over onto your right side. Press your palm into your hand. Now your knees should be stacked. Breathe. And then keeping the knees as close together as possible, open that left hand back out to the side, looking at it, right back into that spinal twist. And then lift the knees back up to the chest one at a time. Wrap your arms back around the legs. Let's pedal those feet once again. Toes together, circle them around. And switch. And release. Arms back out to the side. Let's go right to the twist on the other side. Slowly let your legs drop over to your left side, left leg on the ground. Tip your head, look to the right. Right hand, now lift it and bring it over to your left hand. Stack those knees on top. Take 2 deep breaths in the sideline position. Then when you're ready, slowly lift the right arm back up. Keep the knees together as much as you can here. Opening that right arm back out to the side. Oh, maybe a little bit deeper when you get into that position the second time. Then relax that right shoulder blade all the way down. Pick the right knee up and then the left leg joins it. Wrap your hands under your legs. Give yourself a big hug. That was the last posture. We just need to finish our final breathing sequence. So please, when you're ready, take your feet to the floor. If this is more comfortable for your back, you are welcome to stay right there. If you can, slide your feet all the way down the length of your mat. Shake your knees out, shake your hips out, relax your toes, and let your palms come down to the floor, but turn them up so that the knuckles touch the floor. Curl those fingers softly in towards your hands, resting your first 2 fingers against your thumbs. Close your eyes, and let's find that breath. Inhale through your nose. Once again, imagine that bright, warm sunshine outside, breathing in that warm, bright energy. And as you inhale, feeling your body expand and brighten up your soul. And as you exhale, let that energy radiate down your arms to your fingers, and down your legs to your toes. Soften your eyes and let your cheeks and your jaw drop. Can you hear your breath? Listen for it. Feel it. We take approximately 21,000 breaths per day. 21,000. How many of those do you actually pay attention to? Just take it for granted, right? So let's focus on it for a moment and appreciate that breath. Feel the core of your body expand as you inhale. Feel it release. when you're ready, wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Breathe. Take your thumbs, rub them down all the pads of your fingers. And then press your palms downward, turning your palms to the floor. Soften those knees and bend them back in. And then just rock your legs right and left, just like a windshield wiper from 10 to 2. Good. Now jump them all the way to the right and roll onto your right shoulder, sliding your arm underneath your head if you need to. Take a breath or two there. And then when you're ready, gently push yourself up, sliding the hand underneath you, and we'll finish class where we started. Legs crossed in front in Sukhasana. Hands at the thighs, palms up. Good. Let's just take and roll the head down and around. Soften your neck just to the front and side, please. And then bring it to center, and then roll your right shoulder and your left shoulder back, and then both shoulders. Set them down, sitting tall. Breathe in, reach up. And I want you to think about, as you inhale, collecting all the joy you can. Energy can be joyful if you choose it to be, if you give it out. So I want you to imagine collecting all the joyful, positive energy. Let's take one more deep breath, collect as much as you can. And then hold it together with your hands. And then pull it down and tuck it right into your heart for the day today. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Namaste. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Message me if you have any questions. And I'll see you Friday.